Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Jai Srimanarayana. We can learn many lessons from many birds and animals. A crane stands on one leg and meditates with its eyes closed. There may be different fishes huge and tiny, but its concentration is only on one fish. It seems like closing its eyes, but is very attentive. When that fish of its wish approaches, then it eats it because its goal is to catch only that fish, but is not tempted by any other fish. Its life is good example to those who have specific goals. When we are aiming to achieve our goal, there might be external temptations, but we should not be deviated from our goals. Here, the external temptations can be compared to other fishes towards which we should not be tempted. Then only we can achieve our goals. Another story we are well acquainted with is the story of a crow. It was a hot midday. The crow was very thirsty, didn't find water anywhere, found a pot at a distance very far away. It was very weak, not in a position to move. With great difficulty it reached there. There was less water in that pot, so it could not reach the water. Then, how could it quench its thirst? It thought, got an idea, flew, picked up the stones, dropped them in water until the level of water reached the brim of the pot. Then, it drank that water and fulfilled its thirst. This story is mainly applicable to the students. They must realize hard work is only the key to success. They should not be disheartened when they reached half of the distance in achieving their goals. They must think they already covered half of the distance and should strive to cover remaining half and can surely achieve success. Unfortunately, we hear many mishaps in the lives of students. Is it not possible to a child who gets 90% to get 100%? Why are they ending their lives when they are not achieving marks or ranks as per their expectations? One should take the example of crow, how it thought and implemented its thoughts into action until it got what it wanted. To know about alertness, we must think about a sleeping dog. When we knock the door at midnight, it is the dog which responds first. All our family members may fall asleep, may not be able to wake up, but a dog which also sleeps wakes up fast and responds. That is why it acts as a good watchman to us. In this context, DSP Satyagaru narrated an incident that had happened in somebody's house. Their house was burgled and they lost their gold ornaments. A complaint was registered. Satyagaru went with other policemen to investigate the matter. There were no fingerprints identified anywhere. There was no evidence of wall jumping or pole jumping. Then, how did it happen? The funny aspect in this aspect was it was done during morning time when the mistress of the house was watching TV serial. As she did not lock the door, the thief entered quietly. As the key of that almirah was lying just beside it, he slowly opened the lock, took only ornaments, closed it, and kept the keys back in the same place and then left. Of course, her costly saris were untouched. The mistress was so deeply involved in those serials and did not even realize the entry of the thief. That is why we must learn alertness from a dog. Thanks to Satyagaru for your valuable information, not only to the students but for all categories of people who are being victims of various factors. A society is the combination of both good and bad people. Good people may be identified because of their honesty, truthfulness, and simplicity. But it is very difficult to identify bad people because they wear masks of goodness. Here we can take the example of a swan. When you put milk in front of a swan, it can drink only milk and leave water. In milk, water content is also there in different ratios but can't be identified. But a swan can. Just like swan, With our keen observation, we must identify those bad people, should be away from them, and should always be with good people so that we can lead peaceful life. What lesson can we learn from the majestic animal lion, king of all animals? Lion symbolizes confidence and bravery, one of the best example in setting our goals. We can't say a lion is always successful in its attempts. While hunting, it receives 8 failures out of 10 attempts, but it never gets disheartened. It changes its approach and finally embraces success. While setting our goals, we have to fight until we achieve success. Each insect, like a spider, each bird, like a peacock, each animal, like a camel, teaches us a lesson. Each one is unique in its own way. Thank you.